Welcome students. Today we are going to see some examples of defining the class. How to define the class. So some examples of defining the class we are going to see. Yesterday we have studied the class, how to define the class. But once again we will revise. We are studying C++. And C++ is an object-oriented programming language. In short, it is called as a OOPS. Object-oriented programming language. Object-oriented programming language. What is object? Object is binding of data and function. So, object-oriented programming. C++ is an object-oriented programming language. But what exactly mean by object? Object is binding of data and function. Without object, we can't say it is the object-oriented program. So, C++ is an object-oriented programming language, and in an object-oriented programming language, object is essential and object is binding of data and function. But question arises, how to bind the data and function? So, data and functions are binded together. That is called as object. Data and functions are binded together, that is called as object. But what kind of data you want? How many data you want? What the data types of that data, and what the function we want? That we have to specify somewhere. That specification, to specify, there is a place. That place is called as a class. So class is a way. Class is a way to specify data and function. Class is a way to specify data and functions. So unless until we specify, we can't make the binding of data and function. So class is a way to specify data and function. Once our data and function specification is over, we can define the object, and we will get the object according to our specification. So C++ is an object-oriented programming language. In an object-oriented programming language, object is essential, object is binding of data and function. And data and function, first of all, we have to specify. That specification is done at class. So, how to define a class? Yesterday we have seen it, but once again we are going to see how to define a class. How to define a class? How to define a class? So I think you are getting how to define a class. Class. Now why to define the class we have seen. Why class definition is essential, that we have seen. How to define a class. Class definition. Class definition. That is specification. Class is a way to specify data and function which we want in object. So in an object-oriented programming language, no doubt object is essential, object is required. Without object there is no object-oriented program. But how that object is to be created? What type of object we want? That we have to specify somewhere. That is class. So class is a way to specify data and function. But how to define a class? So that is important. How to define a class? Class is defined by keyword class. After the keyword, give the space and give the class name. Say class name is simple. How to define a class? Class space class name. This is called as keyword class. Keyword class. This is called as class name. And then opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket, terminated by semicolon. Opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket, terminated by semicolon. Opening curly bracket. Class. Keyword class, then space, then class name. Class name, whatever the name we can, whatever the name we want, we can, but the name should be shorter enough. Class name should be shorter enough. It should not have any special symbol like hash, dollar, space. It should start with character. It should not start with number. Then this is opening curly bracket and then closing curly bracket and terminating by semicolon. So this is called as a class body. Class body. Now, what is there in class body? There is a data and function. So we know that class is a way to bind data and functions together. And how to define a class? First give the keyword class, then space, class name, opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket, terminated by semicolon. This is called as a body of a class. Body of class body or body of a class? Class body. Class body consists of only two things, two members. That is called as the members of a class. Data member and function member. So we will write here some function members. Integer x comma y comma z. Now there is a keyword public. Now what that keyword public is, that also we are going to see. It is followed by colon. And now we are defining a function. Y sum y. Sum is the function. Opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket. Now here x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4, z is equal to x plus y, cout z. Now look what these are called as members of the class. Members of the class. So you see this carefully. Now, what we are studying, how to define a class. Class is defined first keyword class, then space, then class name. Here class name we have decided that is simple. Opening curly bracket, closing curly bracket, terminated by semicolon. Terminated by semicolon. You know semicolon. Semicolon. Then opening curly bracket to closing curly bracket. This is called as a class body. Class body consists of members. These are called as members of class. So here data value x, y, z, these are the data members, whereas sum is the function member. So there are only two types of members, that is class members, data members and function members. Data member and function member. We know that class is a way to bind data and function. Except data and function, there is nothing. Only data and function is there. Now, data members x, y, z.